Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on FNAF. So it finally happened. We finally got that Security Breach gameplay trailer that we've all been waiting for so long. But when this trailer came out, so did everyone's theories. Lots of things happened in this trailer, lots of things to go off of for theories, lots of Easter eggs, and I decided to take all of your theories and Easter eggs and put them into this video. I found some really interesting ones that I've never thought of before, so I thought it would be cool to just compile all of your theories and Easter eggs because I did mine in the last video and see what we come up with. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I only post FNAF videos on here. It's called FNAF for a reason. And turn on that post notification bell so you know the next time I post a brand new video. Also, I have a second channel. It's called Fajan. I play Minecraft on there. If you want to go check it out, link in the description. And yeah, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, description, you get the point. Let's jump right into the video. We have a lot to talk about. Here we go. So I'd like to start this video by shouting out a YouTuber that I have watched for 4 or 5 years now, and that is Razbowski. I've been watching Razbowski for like 4 or 5 years now, ever since the FNAF videos started and the FNAF YouTube community started. He posted this on Twitter. Razbowski posted, "She learned his best moves," and it's a picture of Vanny peeking out from the door, and then a picture of Springtrap from FNAF 3 peeking out of the door. I then commented on this, "Ooh, nice catch, I didn't even notice this." And then Razbowski replies, "Credit me in the vid or I'll expose you." I don't really want to be exposed, and if you would have told me 4 years ago that your favorite YouTuber would be calling you out on Twitter and threatening to expose you, I would not have believed you. Anyways, I know this is all jokes, so I responded, "Haha, yes sir." So this is me fulfilling my promise. Everyone go subscribe to Razbowski, link in the description. He's amazing, extremely entertaining, and great videos. So that was the first theory coming from Razbowski himself. I do agree that Vanny is taking notes from Springtrap in FNAF 3. I think that is intentional, or if it's not, I mean, that's just a really good coincidence. On to the next theory, here we go. So the second fan theory comes from my friend JC Mooney. He said on Twitter, "There's been a huge debate over whether Vanessa is good or bad. With her name and voice similar to that of Vanny's, it's difficult to say if they're the same person. However, with her purple nails, oddly specific design choice, as well as the purple text in her teaser, it's likely hinting she may have some link to Afton or the Afton family. Also keep in mind, the phrase protect in her teaser doesn't necessarily mean she'll be protecting Gregory. She might be protecting something else, perhaps what remains of Glitchtrap. Overall, it's difficult to say, but with all the subtle details and design choices, it doesn't seem like she'll be on our side during this game. But that's just a possible theory. You never know with these games, so it's good to keep an open mind when theorizing," and I totally agree. I don't think anyone would say you're completely off base for saying that the Night Guard isn't a good person in this game. In the trailer, we literally see Gregory hiding from Vanessa. I kind of agree with JC's theory. I mean, the purple nails are definitely a very specific choice. I don't think a security guard necessarily has purple nails. I mean, when I worked at Chipotle, we weren't even allowed to paint our nails on the job for some reason, but a security guard is different than a Chipotle worker. I don't know. Yeah, purple nails are definitely suspicious of Steelwool. They definitely did that for a reason. I don't know if it was just for a cool Easter egg or it actually means she has some connection to Afton. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting, in the original teaser for her, it says protect, and the protect is in purple letters, so maybe that could mean that she is protecting William Afton. Love that theory. Thank you, JC. Moving on to the next fan theory. Here we go. Matthew Blake says, "When she said, 'I made it myself, I think you would like it,' and I saw the arm, I thought, what if she wasn't talking about her costume, but his physical form?" Matthew is talking about at the end of the Halloween DLC in Help Wanted. When you put on Vanny's mask at the prize corner, you have that conversation, and she says, "I made it myself, I think you would like it." Everyone kind of thought, even MatPat thought, that they were talking about the mask, how she made the mask herself, but maybe she's actually talking about the conglomerate of animatronics that are being put together that make William Afton. So Matthew's basically suggesting that Vanessa is piecing William Afton back together by using all of the old animatronics on display at this mall. I tend to believe that too. I think William Afton is coming back in a big glob of animatronic form that she is making so she can resurrect William Afton. I'm on board with this theory, honestly. I mean, you never know with Steelwool. I mean, they could have been planning this for a long time, and maybe they actually meant to refer to William Afton coming back as the conglomerate of animatronics. You never know. Anyways, thank you for the theory, Matthew. Now on to the next one. Here we go. Tyler Hinkle says, "Did you guys realize that they do a close-up of all the animatronics but Freddy? But also we see all the animatronics trying to find Gregory except Freddy. Just saying, when the trailer refers to both of you, it could mean Freddy and Gregory and not the security guard. I think that the security guard is also Vanny, but is warning Gregory to stay away because she is half herself as the Night Guard guard and half Glitchtrap as Vanny, also going to the fact she was called Reluctant Follower. I think at that point, Freddy is the only animatronic to have a soul because possibly Vanny killed Gregory's friend or something. I just don't think Glamrock Freddy is a bad guy, but the security guard, partially, that is just what I think. And Tyler shouted out his channel down there, Ticket to Adventure. I think this theory is really interesting. I never really thought for some reason that the voice saying that you two will burn could be for Gregory and Glamrock Freddy. And yeah, I also noticed that we don't really get a close-up of Glamrock Freddy in the trailer, and we also don't see Glamrock Freddy chasing after us at any point in the trailer. So yeah, that is definitely a cool theory. Thank you so much, Tyler. Now on to the next one. Here we go. Joshua Coldstone says, I think the voice speaking in the trailer, while we supposedly think he's referring to two people when he says both of you burn, but I actually don't think that's the case. In this moment, I believe it's Afton talking through some sort of animatronic, talking only to Vanny, and the thing being what he wants being Gregory, and saying that if she fails him, not only will Gregory be the one to burn, but her along with him. He only ever says you to the person he is talking to and only says both when making the death threat. Yeah, I do think that's really interesting. In the voice line, he is saying you, but that eventually he says both of you will burn. So maybe he's just talking to one of the two he's referring to. In your theory, you're saying that Gregory and Vanny are going to be the ones to burn. And yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility. I think the biggest thing up in the air right now is who the two people they're talking about is. But I mean, I don't know. It could be anyone. I mean, it could be two characters we haven't even met yet. Thank you so much for the theory, Joshua. Now on to the next one. Here we go. Okay, this one's a short one from Speg. The entire game will be just one night. And I think that might actually be happening. I think we might be going from midnight to 6 a.m. in this game, playing for 6 whole hours. I don't really see us going throughout the week still being stuck in the same place. People would come in and find Gregory eventually. So yeah, I think this is going to be true. I think this game is just going to be all in one night from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Because in the trailer, Vanessa says, we got to get you out by morning. So that leads me to believe it's only going to be one night. So thank you so much, Speg, for the theory. This one is from Miwu. Moondrop and sunrise are indicators of day and nighttime. When it's 12 p.m. to 1 a.m., sunrise is out, but 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., Moondrop takes hold. And yes, in my opinion, they're the same character. And yes, I do agree. Taking a second look at the sun animatronic, it looks exactly the same as Moondrop. So yes, I think you're right. During the day, the sun animatronic is out, but when it hits nighttime, Moondrop comes out. But yeah, I think that is a really good theory that they are the same animatronic. Anyways, thank you so much for the theory, Miwu. Now on to the next one. Here we go. So this next one is from @2bitsLP. They said, I think Vanny and Vanessa are twins, and Vanessa is there to rescue Vanny. Gregory doesn't know they're twins, and like us, thinks they're the same person, which is why he's hiding from both of them. Honestly, this is a really interesting theory. I've had this one in the back of my mind for a long time, that Vanny and Vanessa could actually be twins. That would definitely be a twist that Security Breach may throw at us. I would say there's probably a 30% chance that they're going to be twins. I think they're kind of clearly setting this up, unless it's a big misdirect. I think they're clearly setting it up that Vanessa, the security guard, is eventually going to turn into Vanny or be possessed by Glitchtrap. But yeah, I like your theory that they could be twins. I haven't really heard much of people saying that, so it's kind of nice to have someone throw that out there. Okay, now on to the next one. Here we go. Samuel says, at some point in the game, I want to climb onto the stage and play a rock concert with the animatronics, like a rhythm game. That would be really fun. Imagine if we played some sort of Guitar Hero type game in Security Breach. I would just lose my mind. That would be so fun. Anyways, thank you so much for the theory, Samuel. I would love for that to happen, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Our next theory comes from Aberrant. They said Glamrock Freddy might have a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing going on. And yeah, I think that's kind of a possibility. If you don't know, Jekyll and Hyde is a story. One guy has two separate personalities, one good, one evil, and I kind of might see this happening. I mean, Glamrock Freddy might be a good guy sometimes and a bad guy sometimes. Maybe that watch is how we control Glamrock Freddy. Notice how the watch looks like Freddy? So maybe every single one of the animatronics has their own watch that we can control them from, and somehow Gregory got a hold of the Freddy watch. The watch theory is one that I've been thinking about for the past couple days now, about how you can control every animatronic with a different watch, and Gregory got a hold of the Freddy one. That's why Freddy isn't under Glitchtrap's control. I'm not sure. Maybe when he runs out of power, we lose control of him and he starts to attack us. You never know. Now onto the next theory. Thank you. Kebab says the staff sign probably stands for Security Team at Freddy Fazbear's or something. Honestly, this is the best acronym that I have seen for the staff sign. I really just thought that they were just trying to emphasize the word staff so they could get across the message that staff Vanessa is turning into Vanny. But yeah, I think that is a great possibility that it could be security team at Freddy Fazbear's. That makes complete sense. So thank you so much for pointing that out, Kebab. Now on to the next theory. Here we go. Tall Man says, the hand at the end of the trailer is a version of Springtrap, and I completely agree. I think Vanessa or Vanny is trying to reconstruct William Afton from the grave. I think she's trying to put all of the old animatronics and melt them into one, or piece them together somehow into this big animatronic that is going to be the final boss at the end of the game that Gregory and Vanessa are going to have to face. Maybe Vanessa will turn from evil to good and help Gregory at the end. We never know. But yes, I think William Afton is coming back, and I think he's coming back in the form of a conglomerate of all of the old animatronics, which is going to be quite the sight to see. Already looks terrifying, so I definitely agree with your theory, and I don't think you're way off base for thinking that. Now, on to the next one. Here we go. Joe Schmo's Pog says, Gregory is a recreation of the crying child. The details are so blatant that they have to be intentional. Gregory is a robotic trap created by someone or other to lure Afton out into the open to be killed, and it will be revealed at the end of the game that Gregory is a robot. Whoa. When I read this theory, I was like, oh my god, I have not seen anyone say that theory, and I just had to talk about it. The fact that Gregory could be a robot and William Afton just wants Gregory, and it's just Gregory trying to pull William Afton out into the open so William Afton can finally be killed, that would just be the craziest twist in video game history. Can you imagine it turns out that Gregory is a robot all this time? I mean, I think this theory has a 8 to 10% chance of happening, but that's kind of a lot. But 10% is like 1 in 10 chance that this is going to happen. So I think this would be a really, really cool way to go. I don't know why Gregory would be the one to lure William Afton out, and I don't know how they would kill William Afton. Maybe they'd burn the whole mall down. I don't know. That's a big thing. We'll have to wait and see, but thank you so much for the theory. Now on to the next one. Here we go. Local piece of paper says, one of my theories is that maybe the security guard at first is the one looking for us, Gregory, but as the game progresses, we will see a nicer side of the guard and have help. Also, another one of my theories is that maybe there's more animatronics that we haven't seen yet. I completely agree that there's animatronics that we haven't seen yet. I don't think Moonman is going to be the only new animatronic in this game. I think there's going to be quite a lot of them actually. But yeah, maybe the security guard starts off evil and then slowly gets away from William Afton's spell and starts to help Gregory. I mean, you never know. I think this is a great theory. I've never really heard the backwards theory of like not going from good to bad, but going from bad to good. You never know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Thank you so much, local piece of paper. I love that name. Now on to the next theory. Here we go. This next theory comes from Sprout. When the models for the Rockstar animatronics are shown off, I think they are booting up and on an elevator. They are going up to the main stage. They will probably rise up and do the show, as we see them on stage in one of the first teaser images. I think the doors we see in the latest trailer behind the animatronics showrooms lead to an area where they go to when they are getting ready to perform. Workers can also do maintenance on them while they're there. I never really thought about that big area where there's like a Chica and a Freddy and a Roxanne Wolf area, that those gray doors in those areas could lead to the stage or could lead to the maintenance area where these robots are getting fixed or recharged. I mean, maybe we have to drop Glamrock Freddy back at this area so we can recharge him. This might be the main hub of the game where we have to go back to recharge the animatronics. So you never know. I really like this theory. I never really thought about that. Thank you so much, Sprout. Now on to the next one. Here we go. The actual Meow69 says, what if the voice we hear telling you to bring him what he wants is a completely new character we haven't heard of yet? I think this is a great possibility. I mean, there were a bunch of voice actor parts put out in January called Bulky Beefcake and all this kind of stuff. We do not know who is really saying this stuff. I mean, people think Glitchtrap was talking at the very beginning. I also agree with that. I think maybe the conglomerate of animatronics is speaking towards the middle of the trailer when they say, oh, you two will burn. I think that might be William Afton as all of those animatronics melted into one. But you never know. It could be a completely different character we haven't heard of. It could be Montgomery Gator. It could be Glitchtrap speaking through Montgomery Gator to us. You never know. I guess we'll have to find out and wait and see, but I love your theory. Now, on to the next one. Here we go. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, but is it Tayan Cookies? Says, Vanny and Vanessa are the same, but as the night goes on, you see less and less of Vanessa and more of Vanny. And if there are multiple endings, then her line, there is more going on here than you realize, her voice sounded like she was in pain and fighting to take control back. And I definitely agree. I said this in my trailer reaction and analysis. I definitely think that line was like kind of scared and she was kind of frightened. So maybe William Afton is taking control of Vanessa, and maybe Vanessa is trying to fight back at some times. You never know. But anyways, that's all the theories I have for you today. I got a ton of submissions, So if you want a part 2 to this video, let me know in the comments below. Like this video so you let me know that you liked it, and maybe I'll do a part 2. You never know. Thank you all so much for your theories, and I think that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Bye.